Security wants to deport a man that you've described as your friend, Imam Qatanani.
I didn't hear the first part. Sorry, they were yelling over me.
The Department of Homeland Security wants to deport a man you've described as your friend, Imam Qatanani, because they claim he has links to Hamas. Yet you've described him as a force for good, and those that have concerns about this you've characterized as being anti-Muslim bigots.
No, I haven't.
And so there was video last year, but I was wondering if you could just clarify why.
The people who I described as anti-Muslim, the people I described as anti-Muslim bigots were the people who were opposing my appointment of Sohail Mohammed to the bench. It had nothing to do with Imam Qatanani.
Okay.
And what I said about Imam Qatanani about being a force for good was specifically comments that I made when I was U.S. Attorney in the time right after September 11th, when Imam Qatanani reached out to law enforcement in the state, the FBI, and the U.S. Attorney's Office to help to build bridges between the Muslim community in this state in the aftermath of 9/11 and law enforcement. And that was very important to do in that aftermath in order to gain the type of intelligence we would need to prevent another attack. And so I have never commented on the stuff that Homeland Security wants to do regarding deportation or about the alleged ties between Imam Qatanani and Hamas. That's something for law enforcement to figure out and for them to determine. And if they have a legal basis to deport him, I assume they'll do so. And if they don't, they can't. I've never described people as anti-Muslim bigots who said anything about Imam Qatanani. That was about Sohail Mohammed, who is an Indian American practicing lawyer in this state, good man who I was appointing to the bench, and who people said he would impose Sharia law from the bench here in New Jersey. This is an American citizen, a good man, a good lawyer, who now, in his years on the bench since I appointed him, has gotten very favorable reviews both from the legal community and the judges that he serves with, and has never mentioned anything once about Sharia law. And what I said was the people who are accusing this guy of putting Sharia law into effect from the bench in New Jersey are crazy. And I'm tired of dealing with the crazies. And that's what I said. I stand by those comments then, but it had nothing to do with Imam Qatanani. You got to stop reading some of those websites that put this stuff out, because it's simply not true.
I altered one of the pieces.
I'm sure you
did. Did you compliment him in recent years? Qatanani, I'm referring to.
When I was U.S. Attorney, I said he was a force for good,
not as governor,
which he was. Listen, I may have also said he was a force for good when I was governor. It's the same thing I'm talking about. His bridge between the Muslim community and law enforcement in the immediate post-9/11 period was extraordinarily helpful to us as law enforcement. That's the only relationship I have with the Imam. That's my basis for my comments, and I stand by those comments today as they apply to what he did in the immediate aftermath of 9/11. I didn't know him beforehand, and I've seen him probably 3 or 4 times in the years since that time. So I can't make a judgment, but that is my judgment for what he did post 9/11, and I stand by those comments. Yes, ma'am, right there.